Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss an important chapter from your syllabus, that is topographical map, or what we know as topo sheet. Now let us see what are the important topics we are going to discuss here. Scale of the map, 4-figure grid reference, 6-figure grid reference, direction from one place to another, distance between two places, mode of transport, drainage pattern, settlement pattern, color significance, occupation, irrigation mode, climate of the region, and contours. Now this is how a topo sheet looks like. This is a topo sheet. Now the first thing that you see in a topo sheet, what is that? The first thing you see, the red color lines. Now what are these red color lines? They are called the grid lines. What are they called? They are called the grid lines, which are formed of eastings and northings. The grid lines are formed of easting and northings. Now the straight lines that you can see in the map, the straight red color lines, they are called the eastings. The straight color line, they are called the eastings, and the value of easting always increases from west towards the east. The value of easting always increases from west towards the east. Now the parallel lines, the red parallel lines that you can see in your map, they are called the northings, whereas the value of northing increases from south towards the north, from south towards the northern part. Now the grids, what is the area of grid? They are of 2 centimeter. A grid is of 2 centimeter. Now in a map, the scale is, here the scale is 2 centimeter is to 1 kilometer, and RF is 1 is to 50,000, which means 1 unit is equal to 50,000 unit. RF is also called map distance by ground distance. Now how to find 4-figure and 6-figure grid reference? As I have told you earlier, these red lines are called what? Grids, which are formed of eastings and northings. So now say you have to find the 4-figure grid reference for spot height 256. Can you see the spot height for 256? Now for spot height 256, you need to find the eastings first of all. Now there will be a confusion that there are two eastings, easting 21 and easting 22. Now which one you will take? As we have studied in the lower classes, that whenever we start doing a topo sheet, always start from the left hand side corner. Always start from the left hand side corner. Now what is the left hand side, which is the left hand side corner of spot height 256? Which is the left hand side corner of the spot height 256? This is the left hand side corner. So your eastings will be 21. Always take from the left, start from the left side, your eastings will be 21. Now same in case of northing. Point 256, spot at 256, there are two northings, one at the top, one at the below. Now which one you will take? You will take the northing which is at below the point which you are asked to find, for which you are asked to find 4-figure grid reference for. So your northing will be 57. So your 4-figure grid reference for spot height 256 is 2157. Now let us try to find 6-figure grid reference with spot height 456. How will you find? First of all, same, you have to find the easting. Easting will be how much? It will be, easting will be 21. Northing, after writing the easting 21, you put a small dash, then go for the northing. What will be the northing? Your northing will be 59. Now how many points you got? You got 4 points. You need to find out 6-figure. You got 4 figures. Now you have to find more 2. Now how will you find? Now as I have said you earlier, a contour in each side is of 2 centimeter. Each side is of 2 centimeter. Now if you take a scale, this ruler, now between say 2 centimeter. In 2 centimeter, how many small divisions are there? There are 20 small divisions. How many small division? 20 small division. Now you draw these 20 small divisions here. As we are drawing here, these are the 20 small divisions. Now what you will do, you count the point, the small division, until and unless your point comes. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So it is 7. Now how much it came? It came 7. And the scale of your map is how much? The scale of your map is 2 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. The scale of your map is 2 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. Now divide 7 by 2. If you divide 6 by 2, it will come 3. Now go for the northings, do same here. Draw the 20 small divisions, count it. Say it will come 1 2 3 4. So of it is 4. Now if you divide it by 2, it will be 2.5, and you take 2. So this is your 6-figure grid reference, 21 3 59 2. So this is the way how you will find out the 6-figure and 4-figure grid reference. Now let us try to do the same thing in this part of a map. So let us try to find out 4-figure grid reference for the settlement Mahudi Moti. So for that, first of all, you have to find the easting. What will be the easting? The easting will be 79. How much? 79. And the northing will be 92. So this is the 4-figure grid reference of this settlement Mahudi Moti. Now let us try to find 6-figure grid reference for the same settlement. As we have got already the 4-figure grid reference, let us write it 79, put a small dash, 92, and again a small space. Now let us try to find out the small divisions. Now draw the 20 small lines. As we know that there are 20 small division in 2 centimeters. Now let us count it. Say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So it came 12. Now if I divide it by 2, how much it will be? It will be 6. Now say in the northings, I have drawn the same 20 divisions. Now it came, say 1 2 3 4. It came 4. Now if I divide 4 by 2, how much it will be? It will be 2. So this is your 6-figure grid reference for the settlement Mahudi Moti. The next is direction from one place to another. Now everybody know the direction is very important. It's very important to find an area, to find any place, or to locate any place. Now in direction there are north, south, east and west, which are called cardinal directions, whereas northeast, northwest, southwest and southeast are called intermediate direction. Now let us see how they help us in doing topo sheet. Now say you have been asked to find the direction of Lakhansar settlement from Uchawara. Okay, so you have been asked to find the settlement. You have been asked to find the direction of Lakhanwar settlement from Huchawara. How will you do? So you have to find the direction of Lakhansar from Huchawara. In Huchawara, you draw the direction lines, north, south, east, west. You draw the directions. After drawing, name them like this: north, west, east, south, northeast, northwest, southeast, and this is southwest. So the direction of Lakhanwar settlement from Uchawara is in southwest direction. It means Lakhansar falls in the southwestern part of Uchawara. Now let us try to solve another one. Now let us try to find out the settlement of now let us try to find the direction of Huchawara settlement from Mahudi Moti. Let us try to find out the direction of Huchawara settlement from Mahudi Moti. Now draw the same thing over here. Let us try to find out the direction. This is north, this is south, west and east. So in which direction is Huchawara? It is in the northwestern part of Mahudi Moti settlement. It lies in the northwestern part of Mahudi Moti settlement. So this is the way how will you find the directions. Now distance between two places along a straight line. How will you find the distance between two places along a straight line? So this is settlement A and settlement B. Now what you will do, you will put your ruler over this line, you will put your scale over the line and you will measure it. You will measure along the line. Say you got 14 centimeter. So the distance between settlement A and settlement B is 14 centimeter. Now what you have to do, you have to convert it into kilometer. You have to convert this 14 centimeter into kilometer. Therefore we need to do a calculation which is very easy. Now the scale of the map is what? The scale of the map is 2 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. What is the scale of the map? It is 2 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. Therefore 1 centimeter is equal to 1 centimeter is equal to half kilometer. 1 centimeter is equal to half kilometer, and 14 centimeter is equal to half into 14 kilometer. 14 centimeter is equal to half into 14 kilometer. Your answer will be how much? 7 kilometer. So the distance between settlement A and settlement B is 7 kilometer. How much? The distance between settlement A and settlement B is 7 kilometers. Let's go to the next. Now in this part of a map, let us try to find the distance between settlement Sanad and settlement Ramalgat. Let us try to find out the distance between settlement Sanad and Ramalgat. So let us first find out the distance. Say it is 20 centimeter. How much? 20 centimeter. Now in the same process, what you have to do, you have to convert it into kilometer. Therefore the scale of the map is what? The scale of the map is 2 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. Therefore 1 centimeter is equal to half kilometer. So 20 centimeter is equal to half into 20. So how much will be your answer? Your answer will be 10 kilometer. Therefore the distance between Sanad and Ramalgarh settlement is 10 kilometer in actual ground. Is 10 kilometer in actual ground. Now previously we have tried to find out direction with along a straight line. Now let us try to find the direction along a curved line. Now in a curved line, is it possible to find the direction with the find the distance with the help of a scale? No, it is not possible. So what you will do, you will take a thread. What you will do, you will measure it with the help of a, first of all measure it with the help of a thread. Put the thread in the starting point of this cart track and move along the cart track. Move the thread along the cart track. Finally it ends. Now you take the ruler, take your ruler and put the thread that you have used for measuring, put it over the scale and find 30 centimeter. The distance, how much it came? 30 centimeter between settlement A and settlement B along a cart track. Now what you have to do, you have to follow the same process to convert it into kilometer. Therefore what is the scale of the map? The scale of the map, how much it was? It was 2 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. Therefore 1 centimeter is equal to half kilometer, and 30 centimeter is equal to half into 30 kilometer. So what will be your answer? Your answer will be 15 kilometer. Your answer will be 15 kilometer along the settlement A and B in actual ground. Your answer will be 15 kilometer in actual ground. Now try to find the same thing in this piece of topo sheet between these two settlements, Pathanwara and Rampura. Try to find out the distance between Pathanwara and Rampura settlement along this cart track. I hope you will be able to find the direction. It is very easy. You try it. Again I am telling, find the distance between the settlement Pathanwara and Rampura along the cart track. Now in a topo sheet there are different colors. If you see a topo sheet, you will find there are different types of color. Now every color has got its significance or importance. Every color has got its importance. Now let us try to see the importance of each color. First of all, black. All names are written in black. River banks, broken grounds, dry streams or non-perennial streams, surveyed trees, heights, their numbering, railway track, telephone and telegraph lines are drawn or written in color black. Now yellow, it is used for cultivated areas. Green, it is used in forested areas. Brown, used for contour lines, stony waste and sand features. Blue, it is used for water bodies, especially the perennial water bodies. Red, grid lines, road, cart track, settlements and other buildings. Now in some maps you will find white patches. Now what are these white patches? It means barren land. What are white patches? White patches means barren land. So these are some of the colors what you find in your topo sheet. Now how to find occupation of an area? So I've been asked, if you are asked in exam, what is the occupation in the given topo sheet? Now if there is a presence of yellow color, what does it shows? It shows cultivable land. Therefore the main occupation will be agriculture. What? Therefore the main occupation will be agriculture. Now presence of green color, if there is green color, what does it show? It shows forest region. Here the main occupation will be forestry, which includes lumbering, furniture making or timbering. Please correct it. If you find anywhere it is written open scrub, if you find anywhere it is written open scrub near any settlement, then the main occupation is sheep rearing. What? The main occupation will be sheep rearing. Now presence of black circles. What kind of black circles? This a small dot with a circle, a small dot surrounding with a circle. What does it indicate? It indicates mines. It indicates mines. Therefore the occupation will be mining. Now settlement near the rivers, the main occupation will be fishing. If there is any stony area where there is sheet rock, stony waste or rock outcrop, occupation is stone cutting. Occupation is what? Stone cutting. Next slide. Evidences or inference of relief or application of occupation. What does it mean? The correlation between relief and occupation. So forest or green patches, as I told you earlier, what will be the occupation? Occupation will be lumbering. Yellow color or orchards, agriculture. Next, pasture, meadows or scrub. Occupation will be cattle grazing or sheep rearing. Quarries and mines, occupation mining. Settlement near main roads or annual fair return, occupation will be trade. Mines and factories, it will be industrial development. Park, golf course, it will be recreational and cultural development. Now how to find the flow direction of a river? Now let us try to find the flow direction of a river. Can you see this river? River Sipu Nadi, which is Sipu Nadi. Now let us try to find it. Can you see the arrow there in this river? A arrow marked here. This is the arrow. What does it mean? It means it shows the direction, the flow direction of a river. It shows the flow direction of a river. It means the river is flowing in this direction. Now, how will you find out the actual direction? Draw this on here. Now, north, south, west, east. So, what will be the direction? Which direction is it? It flows in south west. It flows in the south and southwest direction from the northeastern part. It flows from northeastern part towards the southwestern part. Now look at this river, Balaram Nadi. Here is the arrow marked. It means which means the river is flowing in this direction. Now again follow the same process. Now after drawing this, north, south, west and east. Now in which direction the river is flowing? The river is flowing in northwest direction. The river is flowing from southeast towards the northwest direction. So I hope you understand it. Is very easy. So in this part another thing is there, how to find the right and left bank of a river. How to find the right and left bank of a river? It is also easy. Say this is the river I have drawn here. And this is the direction, and it is here I am standing. Say here I am standing. Now which will be my right bank and left bank? So my right hand side will be my right bank, whereas in my left hand side will be my left bank. So how to find the direction of a river, or how to find right bank and left bank of a river is very easy. I hope you understood. Try these things. Now drainage pattern. Drainage pattern, the maps that you get usually in your exam will consist of these 4 types of drainage pattern: dendritic, radial, trialized pattern or disappearing stream. Now dendritic pattern, it is very easy to identify. Why? Because it looks like a branch of a tree. You can see here it looks like a branch of a tree. Now trialized pattern, now in this case this is the main river channel. This line is the main river channel where the tributaries are joining the main channel in right angle. The tributaries are joining the main channel in right angle. In radial pattern, in between there is a highland. So this is a highland. HL means highland. From this highland, the streams, it comes down in different direction. From now let us see here. So this is a highland, and from this the rivers are coming down in different direction. So such drainage patterns are called radial pattern. Now another important drainage pattern that you find in your topo sheet is disappearing stream. What is this disappearing stream? You will find the streams in the map, but suddenly you will see that the streams are disappearing, or you can see them in dotted lines. This is called disappearing stream. Now settlement pattern, generally there are 3 types of settlement pattern in the maps that you get: nucleated pattern, linear pattern and dispersed pattern. Nucleated, linear and dispersed pattern. Now what are nucleated patterns? They are shown in red color, where you can see the houses are very close to each other. The houses are very close to each other. They are permanent huts in cluster. Now in case of dispersed settlement, they are found in remote areas or far away places. They are found in remote areas or far away places and are very far from each other. In linear settlement, they are found on either side of a river or road. This generally develops because of communication facility which help in developing trade. Linear settlement generally occur due to communication facilities which help in trade. Now area calculation. How will you find the area in topo sheet? Now It is also very easy to find out. So let us try with a single grid. This grid, so what is the area of this grid? Each side is of 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter here, 2 centimeter here, isn't it? 2 centimeter here and 2 centimeter over in the that side. Now the scale of the map says that 2 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. What the scale of the map says? It says 2 centimeter is equal to 2 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. So therefore, what will be the area of this square? It will be 1 kilometer square. What will be the area? It will be 1 kilometer square. Now say you have been asked a question, calculate the area of easting 76, 78, northing 89, 92. What? Easting 76, 78 and northing 89 and 92. So how will you do that? Let first identify the area 76, 77, 78. This is the easting and northing 89, 90, 91, 92. Means that you have to find the area of this portion of the map. This entire portion you have to find out the area. Now how will you find out the area? So in the eastings, in say a single box is how much? A single grid is 1 kilometer square. A single box is 1 kilometer square. Therefore there are 3 boxes in the eastings. There are 3 boxes in the eastings into how many boxes are there in the northings? There are 1, 2, 3, 4 into 4. It will be how much? It will be 12. So now if one box area of one box is 1 kilometer square, now the area of 4 boxes will be how much? If the area of one box is 1 kilometer square, the area of 12 boxes will be how much? The area of 12 boxes will be 12 kilometer. The area of 12 boxes will be 12 kilometer square. I hope you understood it. Now conventional sign and symbol. This is one of the most important thing in doing topo sheet. You should have a good knowledge of this conventional sign and symbols in order to score good marks in topo sheet. Let us see some conventional sign, monuments and buildings. Give here churches, mosques. Now there is circuit house. Now what is a circuit house? This is a government guest house in every subdivision. Circuit house is a government rest house or guest house in every subdivision. So what is dak bungalow? It is a rest house. It is also a rest house or a building which is used by the government officials for staying at night who are in duties. Now drainage, perennial stream everybody know, which have water throughout the years, and dry streams are those which doesn't have water. Irrigation modes, here you have lined well, tank, perennial tank, tank with embankment. Now this is an important one, tank with embankment. What is tank with embankment? It means a tank where there is an embankment which is made by the human beings in order to store water. Now roads, here you can see metal road, pad track, cart track, bridge. Now in metal road you can see here it is written 2020. Now what is it? It is a milestone. Now contour lines. The first contour lines that you can see, it is a conical hill. This is how a conical hill looks like. Now this conical hill, in this we find that the difference between the contour lines, these difference are all same. This difference between the contours are all same. Now next is, now let us try to find the slope of a region. How to find the slope of a region? Now in this you can see, in this eastern part here, the difference between the contours are very less, whereas here the gap is more. What does it mean? It means that in the eastern part it has a steep slope, whereas in the western part it has a gentle slope. This is how it looks like. Next is a ridge. Now you can see in the western part where the gap between the contours are, they are very far from each other, contours, whereas it is same in the eastern part, the gap is more. But in the middle you can see there are two hills, hill 1 and hill 2. Such type of features, what does it show? It shows a ridge. Such type of feature, it shows a ridge, and this is how ridge looks like in a real life. Next, plateau. It is very easy to find out. In a plateau you will find at a rounded bottom, at a rounded top, you find a rounded top with steep or gentle slopes. What you will find? You will find a rounded top with steep or gentle slopes. So, and this is how a plateau looks like, with a rounded top. Now spot height. It is a dot with a number beside them denoting the height of the point above mean sea level. This is how spot height is written in map, as spot with written say 200 meter. What it means that area is above 200 meter from the sea level. Triangulated height. In this method the height of a place is fixed using trigonometry, and it is written in this way. In topography it will find a triangle, and with it is written 200. It also means the same, the height of this area is above 200 meter above the sea level. Next, benchmark. These are the permanent survey point which is shown by a stone or a building. The next slide is natural and man-made features. Now everybody know what are natural and man-made features. Natural features are those which are formed naturally, and man-made features are those which are made by human being. Say for example this settlement, it is a man-made feature. This is a man-made feature. Now this cart track is a man-made feature. Now this cart track is also a man-made feature. Now come to the natural features. So these tributaries or these streams are natural features. These contour lines are natural features. And these broken grounds are natural features. So there are, and even these are natural features. Even you'll find more man-made and natural features in map. Next is evidence. Now this slide is about, say, sometime these questions are asked in your exam. Say you have been asked a question, what are the evidences of seasonal rainfall? So you give an answer, the rainfall is seasonal. Now what are the evidences for that? You have to find for disappearing stream, dry tank, open scrub, and scanty rainfall. Road motorable in dry season, narrow water channel in broad river beds. Presence of broken ground are also evidences for seasonal rainfall. Next, important transport found in an important village. Now you have been asked, say you have been asked a question, what are the important means of transport found in settlement A or village A? What you have to look for? We may find roads which are metalled, unmetalled, or cart track, pack track, and even footpath. May also be found railway tracks of different gauges. So this will be the important means of transport in a village. Now feature of important settlement. What are the features of an important settlement? There might be road, metalled or unmetalled, or even a cart track. If there is a post office, police station, dispensary, etc., or it is written annual or monthly fare, religious sites like churches, temples, bungalows, circuit house, etc. If these points are there in any settlement or any 2-3 features are found, then that settlement is very important. What if you find any 2 or 3 features out of all these features like roads, metal and metal dispensaries, annual or monthly fair, then that settlement is very important for that area. Now let us try to find a prominent village in this part of a topo sheet. Now can you see that settlement Palmyra, where it is written Palmyra? This settlement is very important in regard to this area. Why? Because it has a police station, it has a post office, and also it is written there annual fair or even a temple. It is the annual fair which is written in this topo sheet. These features make this settlement an important settlement in this area. Now, means of communication that helps in connecting villages. Now, you've been asked a question, say, what are the means of communication that are connecting these villages? It might be road connecting 2 places or more than 2 places, railway lines, telephone lines. Now, irrigation mode. What are the irrigation modes you can find in your map? Well, tank, canal, or reservoirs. Now, come to climate. Now, the maps that you will get for your exam, whether it is 45D by 7 or 45D by 10. Now climate is same for all the maps. That is tropical and dry climate, and rainfall is scanty. Now what are the evidences for that? The evidences for that are presence of dry stream, dry tanks, broken ground, etc. So the evidence, like presence of dry stream, dry tanks, broken ground, etc. Now you'll find black lines in map. You'll find black lines in map. Now what this black line indicates? Now you'll find black lines in map. What this black line indicates? Let me show you. Can you see this map? This zoomed portion. You can see here 2 black lines, one parallel line and another straight line. These black lines are what? These black lines are latitude and longitudes. These black lines are latitude and longitudes. So thank you students. I hope you will understand, and if you have any queries you can ask without any hesitation. And during this crisis period, stay in your home and stay safe.